You know you smell something yummy. You know you smell something yummy. Oh, but you're dead. Hello everyone, it's TobyWan. Today I've got a guide video for you on how the Tripcaster can help you out there in the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now the first wire we just saw is called the blast wire. Now, just like the name suggests, this wire, when tripped, is going to cause people to have a very, very bad day. Now the second wire we're going to be using is called the shock wire. It will immobilize your enemies for a period of time, as well as draining your battery life basically to zero. Like seriously, controller, I'm trying to do a thing here. What are you doing? What are you doing to me? To get an idea of how this weapon's going to be able to help you, we're going to take a look at two applications that I think it's used best as. The first being herding, so you can capture multiple robots at the same time to gather resources, and the second is going to be when you're on the defense, like we're doing right now, fighting multiple sawtooths without a care in the world. So let's take a look at that first one. Herding. In Horizon Zero Dawn, gathering resources plays a major role in the game, but due to the nature of the more docile robots, they tend to run away in a group as soon as they are spooked. So for instance, how can we maximize the number of grazers we can take down? Lucky for us, they aren't too smart. Oh god, what the hell did I step in? Kevin? Kevin, what happened? Kevin, we're coming! Oh god, no! Yeah, that's right. That's right. Fuck you, Kevin. Now let's take a look at that situation in a little bit more of a serious light. So right now we are on the opposite side of a river, and there are 5 grazers on that other side. So let's see what we can do to actually get all of them. Not just one, not just two. We're gonna get all of them. We're gonna kill all these guys. So as you can see, 4 of them are together in that middle area. There's one on the right, and then there's a pathway on the left side there. So let's think about what we can do. Let's head up to that pathway, because that is most likely where we're going to want to herd them. Now, once we're up here, this seems like a good area to set up the trap. What I usually do when I'm trying to take these characters out is I will put one shock trap, and then I'm going to put one blast wire right after it. Now, what that's going to do is the first grazer to run past it is going to get electrocuted and stopped, whereas the second one running past is going to blow both of them up. So you can kind of get a 2-for-1, maybe even better by using this tactic. So as you can see, first shock wire is being placed, not even on the ground. You can attach these to most objects in the game. Followed by a blast wire. And then I put one extra blast wire just as insurance, so if there is an extra one that's going to get past that first trap, this one's going to grab him. So let's head back. Let's head back to that starting position where we saw the one grazer on the right side by himself. Now you can use a blast sling to shoot a bomb towards him to set him off. I don't have that on me at the moment, so we're just going to use the blast wire. And guys, I'm not perfect. I get caught here really bad. Excuse me, redhead lady, why are you just sitting in the river? Why are you trying to? Yeah, we can see you right over there. We can see you. Look, I'm just gonna walk up and we can talk this out. There doesn't have to be any aggression. This is going to be okay for both of us. Little does this grazer know, it is not going to be okay for them. Even with my mess up, I set up the blast wire. We get that first kill, which causes all the other ones to run straight where we want them. Now that shock wire there gives us the double kill. The second blast wire gives us that extra kill. Now we do have one straggler, but guys, I did say I was going to kill all of them, so do not worry. He's not going to get away. We catch up to him, and we show him the error of his ways. So let's take a slower look at how they ran away and what kind of happened. First off, I sloppily got that first kill, and as we can see, it sends them running away. Now I'm going to zoom in here. This is where that shock wire comes in handy. The first one got stopped, and we can see that second one running in and setting off the trap. That insurance wire killing the extra one, and then just one straggler. And you know what? One straggler I can deal with. It is much better than just shooting one of them and all the others scattering, and having to chase down all of them. Now let's look at the Tripcaster in a scarier situation, when we're on the defense. Now, in this scenario, I'm in an area with 2 sawtooths in a very open plain, so there's not a lot for me to hide behind. I can't use a lot of stuff for cover to, like, dodge their attacks. But guys, if you use the Tripcaster, you actually get to set up the battlefield. You get to choose where they're allowed to attack you from. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to set up 2 lines of defense so that while we're attacking one sawtooth, we know that the other one isn't going to be able to easily approach us. Now, it can change depending on the situation. Usually for something like 2 sawtooths, maybe even 3, I'll do 2 shock wires in front, followed by 2 blast wires in the back, and then 1 extra shock wire in case a worse scenario situation happens, which, you know what, you're actually going to get to see here in a second. So we have our shock wires down, and we're switching to blast wire. Now for these, I try to actually separate them a little bit more than I do when I'm doing the herding thing with the grazers. I don't want these creatures to set off that shock wire and then immediately set off the blast wire, as that can cause them to no longer be stunned. So you want these to be separate lines of defense that they can set off, you know, one after the other, after they've already gone through their entire immobilization period. There we go. So we have our 2 lines of defense there, and then we're just gonna add 1 extra shock wire because I'm a scaredy cat, but it comes in handy, you're gonna see. All right, so now we get the show on the road. Now, in a perfect world, I'm gonna shoot this creature, and it's gonna run straight into the shock wire, but sadly, we don't live in that world. Sadly, we live in the world where he leaps over both of the fucking wires. Luckily, his friend isn't as smart and gets stopped, and then our insurance wire there really comes in clutch and saves our ass. Now, he's already below half health. The other sawtooth is nowhere to be seen, basically. He's not even in the fight yet. And now we can run back to our blast wire, which is actually going to cause this one to die. So he's done. And we still have 1 shock wire left. Now, I learned something while making this video. If they are frozen from a shock wire, and you catch them on fire, it's actually going to stop them from being immobilized immediately. So don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Now, even with these snafus and mistakes, you can see how by laying down a few tripwires, then you don't really have to worry about being outnumbered. Numbers don't matter as much when you can decide which ones get immobilized. You can create a battlefield that is tailored to how you're going to play and how you're going to deal with the situation. And that's it, guys. You can basically take that and deal with numerous enemies at the same time by setting up the battlefield. Guys, I've been TobyWan. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to bring some more videos for you on different weapons, and I will see you next time.